Welcome. I'm your host, Skunk, the librarian. Tonight, we have a very special book. It's so old, it smells like forgotten nightmares. And my Uncle Mort's goddamn socks. Which, I'll be honest, are basically the same thing. What? Not a fan of my sock humor? Fine. What do you want? A clown? Get out of my library. I've got corpses for that. This story, my dear readers, is a cautionary tale about something far more terrifying than a fucking monster under the bed. It's about a monster and the algorithm. It's a story of a boy named Kevin who wanted to be famous. He wasn't good at shit, but he was a professional fame seeker. Which is a lot like being a professional sneeze catcher. It's a job, but why? Kevin, in his relentless quest for content, stumbled upon our library here. Don't ask me how. Security's usually a bitch. But I think the free snacks sign worked a little too well. Anyway, he found a book. Not a normal book, mind you. This was a book bound in a material that felt like frozen time and smelt like the end of the fucking universe. It was the Unheard Chord. Which, in my experience, is a bad name for anything that isn't a mediocre rock band. I mean, I love the band, but they're not a good band. You get it? The minute he cracked open the book, a sound escaped. Not a bang, not a whisper. It was a sound. A dissonance that defied all known physics. A non-sound. It made your teeth vibrate and the shadows grow long and thin. It was a chord of absolute cosmic despair. A resonance. A resonance. From a place where geometry makes no goddamn sense. Kevin's phone recorded it, but the video was just static. The sound wasn't meant for a camera. It was meant for a soul. But Kevin didn't give a damn. He was getting views. The chat was blowing up. What's that sound? They screamed, even though they couldn't hear it. Is that real? They typed, their digital lives filled with the dread. He was broadcasting. He was a sensation. A viral fucking hit. He was the most talked about person on the internet, and all he had to do was listen to the non-sound. He did, for days. He became obsessed. The sound was an addiction, a constant, low thrumming that never went away. He started to see things that weren't things, just colors that felt hungry. He was losing his mind, a slow, agonizing process. Like watching a particularly boring paint dry. But the paint is your brain, and it's on fire. Hey, at least he didn't have to worry about paying for therapy. His followers, meanwhile, grew tired. The mystery was gone. The views began to dwindle. The fame, which was his one and only goal, was slipping away. Kevin, in a desperate attempt to get the numbers back up, put his ear right to the goddamn book. He screamed, a high, piercing shriek of pure terror. But what was truly terrifying wasn't the sound he was hearing. It was the sound he was becoming, the final act of this morbid little play, you see. Was that sound, that horrible, soul-shattering dissonance. Dissonance was finally able to cross over. It had a host, it had a voice, it had Kevin. He got his wish. He became the sensation. He became the content. Now, somewhere in the darkest corners of the internet, they say a certain vlog still plays, just static to the untrained eye. But if you listen closely, with your heart and not your ears, you can hear it. You can hear Kevin. He's still there, broadcasting that terrible, terrible sound. He's the most viral horror story of all time, and he'll never be forgotten. So the next time you try to record something that's meant to be left alone, just remember, some things are a little too good to be true. Or maybe it's a little too good for your sanity. Either way, it works out in the end. For me, I mean.